So this is going to be a video on how to automate with Go High Level to the booking software. With this is House Call Pro. So we help cleaning businesses. So I want to walk you guys through how we use Zapier and just connect everything and just a quick walkthrough on this because this is valuable skills to have, and also automations in your business just makes everything flow. And our client really enjoyed a handful of these Zapier automations that we made. So with Go High Level, it is a CRM and it takes everything when it comes to lead nurture, emails, SMS. It houses everything all the way up until you book a client, and you can even organize clients. And House Call Pro is our cleaning business client. They help do residential cleans, and they just need a place to be able to book and organize for their tech, their cleaners, all in one. And that's what House Call Pro does. So it's just another, for example, if you know about Jobber or any other service-based business software. Now, these Go High Level and House Call Pro, they do very different things, but they should connect, which they don't. They don't have any direct API integrations, and that's an issue. So there's a lot of manual. So with Go High Level, that is why it does what it does when it comes to automations, lead nurtures. It builds so many great integrations for marketing. And then House Call Pro is once they become a client. So it follows up with them. Now, they don't connect. And this is why we have this solution with Zapier, where Zapier is what's going to connect these things. And our client just needed a handful of integrations to be able to help them and automate a handful of tasks because they're constantly getting leads, they're spending a ton of money on marketing, and they want to be able to have a seamless process. So Zapier is what this whole thing does when it comes to piecing everything together. Now, just to show you guys what that looks like on a bigger scale of what I'm about to show you. So there's a couple zaps that we do. And what we did here is I'm going to show you guys one. So there's a form page on their website. Once they fill out that form page, it goes directly to Go High Level. And then depending on where that client is in High Level on the back end, it's either we're gonna send a quote or we want to book them. Okay. And then from there, whether it's quote sent or booked, what Zapier does is it goes between House Call Pro and Go High Level. So this is kind of just a simple diagram just to show you guys. I'm going to go in the back, show you a little bit of what this looks like and how to really connect everything. So here is the Zapier. And what we're going to be connecting is once somebody on House Call Pro gets an estimate sent or a job scheduled, we want to be able to allow Go High Level and House Call Pro to connect to the client's card. So I'm going to show you guys just the back of Go High Level. The moment they fill out that form, it's going to go here in pending quote. So this is the opportunities tab, and then it goes into pending quote. So the goal is they call this client, reach out to them, but they don't give the quote or send it through Go High Level. They send it through House Call Pro. So once House Call Pro, they get all the information, we want House Call Pro and Go High Level to talk to each other. So there's going to be an email and a name and a number attached to this card, and House Call Pro and Go High Level are going to be talking to each other. So I just want to show you guys. And then we ended up building this pipeline. So I have videos on this pipeline, and I'll probably post it down below. But once it's in quote sent, it goes through these automation follow-ups on Go High Level that follows up, and there's a lot of emails, SMS to follow up with the client all the way up until we get them booked right here to booked. So the goal is when they pay or they get booked on House Call Pro, we want High Level to either drag them into the booked or send like even going through the pipeline or going from pending quote to quote sent. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me show you guys what Zapier looks like on the back end. So on Zapier, what we're going to be doing is this estimate sent or this job scheduled. And let's say that, for example, they send an estimate from House Call Pro. And then we did this thing, it's called split paths. So depending on what it looks like, whether it's an estimate sent or a job scheduled, this zap is going to get triggered. And let's say we just sent an estimate for a new lead from House Call Pro. So on House Call Pro, we send it, we build it out. So we have to do this thing called path. And what the path does is it just reads that there was an estimate sent. You guys read that? You see that? It says estimate sent. And then from there, how much was the estimate sent? With how Zapier helps House Call Pro and Go High Level read it, there is a operation and the math that we have to do just so it can read the value. We have to divide whatever the amount we put in, and it has to divide by 100, and then it'll give that estimate in Go High Level. So there's a little math here with this integration. And then from there, once we format it, so this is, okay, we know the path, which is estimate set. There's a format, right, on how to make sure that the values match from House Call Pro to Go High Level. And then what it's going to do, it's going to tell Go High Level to move it into this stage called quote sent. And I just showed you guys that quote sent stage once we send an estimate from House Call Pro. And you could obviously see that there is some information here that is needed to be able to zap that over. And then at the very bottom right here, there is a lead value, which again, it pumps this. So it puts this all into that client card on Go High Level, and boom. And then you can also test this, which is super cool with what High Level does to test. So this is the estimate once the estimate is sent. For the job schedule, let's say that we're on House Call Pro, and then they finally say, hey, we're ready, and then they scheduled the job, it got booked. There's a condition here, and that condition, which how House Call Pro has it labeled, is job.scheduled. From there, it goes into this lead tracker. It's a new lead tracker, which this webhook configures this, and it gets all their information. And then what ends up happening is we put them into this new opportunity tab in Go High Level, and it just reads it right here, and you'll see it. So lead tracker job reminder, and then this is just the webhook that allows these to connect. So I tried to make this as simple as possible as far as like what this looks like in the whole path. Goal is to get everything connected, and big picture, like let's say you're cleaning business, the big picture is for estimate sent or job scheduled from House Call Pro to talk to Go High Level. That is the big picture here. And that's exactly what I showed right here when it came to House Call Pro being able to get zapped into Go High Level. So this is the full, you could say, automation that is built out. And if you guys want to know more on like how to build this step by step, I have a second channel where I go more in depth and we kind of build these out. And what we do for our community is we give you full on templates here as well. So this is a guide for House Call Pro to Go High Level, and you could do this for any other ones. We have Jobber. This is from Jobber to Go High Level, and what we're able to do is we're able to build these apps, and this is a step-by-step on how to do this. So if you're more of like a manual step-by-step learner versus with the visual, you can just go step-by-step, and here's like the prerequisites. For example, make sure you connect the Go High Level account to Zapier. There's a webhook to House Call Pro, how to get this all set up, and making sure that these are the correct trigger events, and then going step by step on creating these just like you see in this path. Cool. So if you guys enjoyed, I'll connect my second channel below. Maybe you're a cleaning business and you need help with automations. We do lead generation when it comes to Google, Facebook ads, or maybe you're an agency and you want to learn a lot of these automations. I have a community. I'll link all that information below. Hope you guys enjoy. This is the power of automations, tech stack, tools, and softwares today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.